No filter.
Right. I'm Tim, Big Talk.
And Paulie, no filter.
And we have Eddie the Chauvinist on with us.
With his Dolphins hat on.
Dolphins hat, his blow-up doll in the corner. I love it.
Do you have the results from the picks last week? I forgot we even picked teams last week.
Yeah, you didn't do so well.
Yeah, Tim thought I gave up on football completely because I said I'm done with football because the Bills lost. He really took it personally. Like he's like, shit, what are we going to talk about?
Well, here's why I'm the winner, because
you're the wiener.
You and Downsy over here took Denver, which they lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
I took the Pats, and then we were all on the Rams.
Oh, we all kind of suck.
So you're 0-2. I'm 1-1.
So he wins the booby prize.
Yeah, I win the boobies.
He wins the boobies.
I get the boobies.
He gets to see the boobies.
Yeah.
I think you've seen some boobies in your time. I'm sure.
I've seen some boobies. Yeah, my own.
hey, you can't see any farther down than that.
I don't need to. I just feel the water in the toilet.
That's it.
I know when I feel cold water, I know it's out.
Yeah, me too. It feels pretty deep too. It's pretty deep. Hey,
sick.
All right, so we didn't do too good last week. So
no, you twos didn't do too
us
good.
two
Us twos. I wanted to bring some New York into it. You twos suck. You know,
2-3. All right, we suck. So it's all right. We got a big game coming up, but and if you noticed, I don't know if you've never noticed it, Eddie. I told Tim this a couple weeks ago. I told him we're not allowed, like casinos, everything. They're not allowed to call it the Super Bowl. You notice they're calling it the big game everywhere.
I know you said
really?
that, and it is out there. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're not allowed to call it the Super Bowl. All the casinos, commercials. If you watch anything, watch your local sports. If they say, hey, come down to, I don't know what your bars are near you. It's probably, say Rocky's Bar. Hey, come down and watch the big game. They won't say Super Bowl because they can get sued. They got rights for that name.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
You probably, until now, you'll pay attention to it now. Now you'll start hearing it. I hear it all the time when I'm watching TV. The news will even say it. Yeah, the Atlanta says the big game on this weekend. They're not calling it the Super Bowl. They won't do it.
Wow.
And that's why, I don't think we can get sued. I don't know. I mean, we'll call it Super Bowl. Fuck them.
Yeah, it's
what are they going to get? You want my minivan? Sue me for the minivan.
Yeah, I'm not calling. I think we could say Super Bowl because we're not like showing it or anything like that.
Maybe, so we're not making money off of it.
We know it's the Super Bowl. We're going to say it's a freaking Super Bowl.
And we're definitely not making money on it with this show.
Right? Hey, Eddie, did you see that movie, The Birdcage, that came out back with Robin Williams? It's called The Birdcage.
No.
It was filmed in Florida. Gene Hackman's in it. Robin Williams, Nathan Lane.
What year? What
What's
year?
That?
Shit,
what year was it?
Yeah, I think it was late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in there. Or maybe
he's a lot younger than us still.
Yeah, I know, but mid to late 90s, I would say.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, you'll have to rent it. It's about a certain kind of club in Florida. I figured you might stop by there every once in a while.
Oh, it's probably a gay club.
Rent the movie. Rent the movie. That's all.
Oh boy, yeah. Now he's gonna watch it just to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, rent the movie. Google.
I'm about to go up to the Villages and see what's going on over there.
Oh, I'll go to the Villages. That's why I'm coming down there for a month, Eddie, and I'm staying with you. We're gonna go watch the Dolphins, and we're just gonna hang out at the Villages.
What's the Villages? You guys got me intrigued now. What's the Village? I never heard of it.
You never heard of the Villages?
Never heard of it. Swear to God. Never. Swear, I'm not joking.
So
it's a 55 and up environment. It's huge. It's called the Villages. Each little place is called a different place. Like this could be Jamaica, whatever, and this could be whatever. And
is it in mid Florida?
Yes.
That's where John Texter just moved there.
I think
he lives in the Villages.
Number one in the country for STDs. There's swingers all over the place.
Community for 55 and over.
Oh, I didn't know that part. Johnny, my buddy Johnny's not like that, but he plays a lot of golf. There's a lot of golf clubs there.
Oh, he's not living in the Villages for sure.
Yeah, okay, then he's not. He got me nervous. I'm like, wait a minute, Johnny ain't like that.
Yeah, no, it's it's a big.
My buddy went there probably like 2 weeks ago. I ain't gonna say his name. You know him too, Paul. But he went there a couple weeks ago, and he said he went to this party one night, and all the couples were there. They threw their keys in a big jug, and people would go up and take the keys, and whoever's house it was, you went there, and that's who you're with that night.
Wow, that's crazy.
This
there's
was
some
only
crazy
2
stuff that
weeks
comes
ago.
out of there.
He went,
2
huh?
weeks.
Did he go to the
Yeah.
house and have fun?
So what happened was he came back and he inboxed me that, told me that. He says he's buying a house there within the next couple months. Swear to God.
No,
I hope he
shit.
watches this because it'd be pretty funny.
Oh yeah. You'll have to tell me off the air who he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's funny. You don't want to throw him out there, but wow,
Yeah.
I never had a clue about this. That's crazy.
Well, that's because you live under a rock. in
I
Reno,
guess.
Nevada.
I guess so.
The only swinging you see is at the batting cages.
Yeah. Swing better. Swing.
I will tell you this story though.
It's funny you knew about it, Tim. It's funny you know about
Oh,
Florida's Village.
I'm connected.
I guess so.
But I will say this. When I was younger, like late 20s, I opened the Atlantis, the casino was called the Clarion back then.
Yeah, I remember that. I worked there. I went to Clarion, yeah.
Yeah. I worked there, moved my way up, started as a dealer, then I was a boxman, then I was a floor boss, then I was a ship manager. But anyways, there was this woman we worked with. It was a dealer, older woman. So she was probably in her late 40s, mid 40s to late 40s. Remember, I'm in my late 20s to early 30s. So she's an older woman, but attractive, right?
Right.
But her man was even like 10, 15 years older than her. And we're sitting in the break room, and one of the barbacks, the guy's name was Mario. So he's kind of like this Latin, tall, good-looking guy.
Right.
He's in his 20s.
Mario.
Well, she wanted Mario.
Uh-huh.
And had no problem telling us that her man Sam would have no problem with it because they kind of hit those clubs in Reno, Nevada. And I'm like, what's your address again? Because she was a very attractive, nice body, older woman. And it's like, so it was like, and I never said anything because for her to have the confidence to
right. She trusted you.
Point that out. Right. It's like, well, hey, I'll change my name to Mario. Let's go.
Eddie, I'll tell you what, it cleared up a lot of things right now, Eddie. I didn't understand. I never understood why he brings his bag here every week and there's like 8 sets of keychains on his bag. I don't know what they're for. Now it makes sense.
I know.
He's getting ready. He's getting ready to come here next year.
There's a mini villages here in Reno. I'm just not going to tell you where it's at.
All right. Let's get back to football.
Get back to football. All right.
I love the conversation though. Wow.
Right?
We'd have never expected that. I learned. Hey, you learn something new every day, right?
Yeah,
There you
never know who you know.
Right. All right. So the Super Bowl right now.
Super Bowl.
We got Seattle and the Patriots. Patriots, I guess, are at home, but they're in Santa Clara,
right?
San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle is -4.5. It opened up at 4.5, and I know it opened up at 46.5 on the over and under. Now it's 45.5, so it dropped a point. But the spread itself stayed the same. It's at 4.5.
All right.
So
well, and the other thing to that, Eddie, and I don't know, we can make fun of Josh Allen and Tua and everything and all those East Coast, football teams that have to come play in the West Coast, but actually, it's not that far for Seattle. I mean, Seattle, Nevada, California,
same climate.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's a
less
2-hour
rain
flight versus a 7-hour flight.
Yeah,
type of thing.
But they'll be here a week ahead of time.
They'll be acclimated and stuff like that. But it's still, you got to look at all those things because changing pressure, things like that, that's what makes you sick. Even just a little head cold, you're not 100% when you're out there playing.
Right.
Type of thing. So I think that's about the only advantage that Seattle's got, in my opinion.
Well, I think their defense has an edge.
Seattle's defense?
Yeah,
they got a good defense.
I mean, quarterback wise, you got a young kid and another young nobody.
Well, he's been in the league for a long time.
Sam Darnold's been in the league, but he's never been anywhere.
Right. This is like his second chance type.
He was with the shitty organization. I always thought he was good. It's just that he was at the Jets, ruined him. Like
Jets ruin every quarterback.
Yeah.
They're Jets are the quarterback killers.
Yeah, exactly.
He was at the Jets, and then he bounced around to a few other teams, but see, this is the thing. What in the world? Why would you be the Vikings to get rid of this guy? Just because he had a bad playoff game. When you guys got to the playoffs,
right?
Now we're the Vikings. I want Mike Piarski on this show because the Vikings are right there with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I think they were waiting. I think they were hoping that McCarthy was going to pull it out, and it was a good move or whatever. Yeah, we'll get rid of Darnold. We won't pay him, and McCarthy would do his thing, and he just didn't do it.
Yeah.
What do you think about our new head coach, Eddie? As a Dolphins fan, what do you see?
I think, man, it's kind of crazy. So like you got rid. I thought Bean should have went first, then Brady, then McDermott. But then who else are you gonna get? Like any other coach you would have got, it would have changed the whole team.
Right.
I mean, it would just change the whole dynamics, the whole culture, the whole everything. So I mean, I hate Brady as an offensive coordinator. I didn't think he did well at all. But I mean, I guess it's probably your only shot to keep the team the way it is.
He knows the players. He doesn't have to adapt to new players. They don't have to get to know them. They don't have to work for him. Right. He already knows their ethics. Right. I mean, I can't. I don't know. I mean, we can't have no control over what happens, anyways. And we're peons. But
I'm going to take a line out of your repertoire here. Okay. He knows evidently where the bodies are buried, because you guys are going to suck for the next 3 years.
He signed a 5-year. He signed a 5-year
for the next 3 years.
Okay.
Mark my words, because those people in Buffalo aren't forgiving. So you watch. They made it to the playoffs how many times under McDermott?
5, 6.
And I'm not a McDermott fan.
18 to now, so maybe even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, he's been there 8-9 years in a row.
Yeah. Next year, what's going to happen is that you guys are going to be a 500 team, 50-50. And
I don't think so because of Josh.
Okay. Well, all right. I know you're still wanting him to put on his cape and his broken foot.
Well, okay. Here's the thing with him. Here's the thing. And this is how I looked at it. Somebody had to go. Okay, we've been hitting a wall. I've heard this out of your mouth about 20 times today. Yeah. It's insanity.
Yeah,
what you're doing the same thing over and over.
Expected a different result.
We're getting to the playoffs. We're hitting that wall every time, right? So what do? You can't get rid of Josh. Let's all agree on that.
100%.
You can't get rid of
Josh. Then you need to just not have a football team.
But get rid of the whole team.
So McDermott's coaching what Bean's giving him. I think McDermott was getting a lot out of his players. So it wasn't McDermott to go. That's just insane.
Yeah, I think Bean sucked. I think he sucked up to the owner enough to keep his job.
Bean is doing something there. It was kind of like the Chris Greer situation in Miami. Like, why is he still wise? He must know something on Ross. So I think it's the same thing with Pagula. Like, why would you keep Bean? And he hasn't bring in the players that you needed for over the years to put you over the hump. You've been at the hump for 8 years.
Yeah.
So you can't get over the hump. It's the personnel. It's the personnel. McDermott is getting you there.
I agree. I mean, I
see. Now, I wasn't a McDermott fan, so to speak, because I think he was given some good pieces. I've listened to him. I watched him on Hard Knocks, and I know you're a fan. So,
I'm not. We like him because he got us to the playoffs. He got us close, and he gave us hope.
Right.
But the hope is we're beating the wall.
Right. But
there's the receivers that he's been needing.
Right. Exactly.
And
exactly my point.
If they don't bring him, 500. You're right. 500.
And here's the thing. McDermott's been like, however you look at it, you never look at your defensive coordinator on your team because you have a defensive coach, right? So listen, he's been putting you guys in the top 5 of defense with shit players over the years. Right. I don't think none of your defensive players are none of them are good, really. But I mean, you're still in the top 5, top 10 every year. So McDermott's been doing his job.
Right. So I kind of agree too, and I don't, talking from sports analysis versus being a Bills hater just because they're the same divisions, good rivalry. It's fun.
I mean, we joke a lot on this team and this show about the Dolphins. I mean, I really don't like the Dolphins.
No, and I don't like the Bills.
Right. But I'm still gonna, as a sports fan, I'm gonna listen to you. You're gonna listen to me. We're gonna have our opinions that we disagree and agree on.
We're gonna talk about it, but mark my words, my prediction is gonna be everybody's gonna think, okay, we got rid of McDermott. This was the best move around. You got the owner, you got the general manager.
If they bring them weapons, we got a chance to go to the playoffs again.
Do you draft those weapons or do you take free agency?
We don't have the money.
Got to draft.
We don't have the money.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
I mean, literally, I think we have 17 million. Our cap is like 17 million. That's not even enough. We can't even afford to keep Knox. Knox has got his salary is like 17. We can't keep him. We're going to lose Knox.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. You got Kincaid and that other guy still.
And Knox will go to another team, have a couple good years,
and win a Super Bowl.
Away. He'll probably win a Super Bowl, just like Diggs is going to do. But that's the funniest thing. I never was a Diggs fan, but until now.
Hold on a minute.
Me too.
They have Diggs and Mac Hollis.
Right.
They were just our weapons last year.
Yeah.
And you took them from one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and you put them over with a rookie, and they're going to the Super Bowl. Those were our weapons. It's somebody's fault there. Whoever made that decision, that's who they should have fired. Maybe it was McDermott.
See, the funny thing is Mac Hollins is a one year on each team. I don't know why everyone gets rid of him. Miami had him. He was one of our best special teamers ever.
I love the guy.
Yeah, I don't know why he's on a team.
He's a fan favorite. The fans love. The whole. What do you call it? The whole Warriors.
I know that was
the kid
great.
is classic. He's a fan favorite. The fans love him. We should have kept him.
Yeah, but it was like with us when we got rid of Ginn Jr. for the Dolphins. He goes over to the 49ers and lights it up. We got rid of why can't I think of his name? He played Edelman's position before Edelman.
Welker.
No.
Walker.
Wes Welker. Yeah. We got rid of Welker. He goes over, wins 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots.
You guys are the same as us.
Yeah, doing exactly the things we were trying to use him for.
So next year, Buffalo has got to keep up with the same offense. Now, who's going to be coaching their defense? Because now you don't have McDermott, and he was
we signed somebody from the Saints today.
Okay, is he going to put?
He's offensive coordinator. We got offensive coordinator today from the Saints.
Right. So whatever defensive coordinator you bring in is going to pull a top 5 defense. Your team's not going to be the same. It just can't be.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and again, I think as fans, take away what we talk about here. As fans, we always think what's best.
We don't know.
And we can sit on the couch and go, yeah, we knew they should have fired Bean, which I still think that.
Right.
I
know it couldn't have been Josh. That's all I knew. It couldn't be Josh.
It wasn't Josh, although he had a really bad game. However, he might not have that bad game if he's got weapons, if he's got people protecting him. All those things.
I'm going to say this. Me and Zach, my son-in-law, have talked about this recently. We're at the point right now where it's Josh. Josh either shit or get off the pot himself. I don't have a problem with trading him. Trade him. They could trade Josh right now, bring in a bunch of picks, and I'm okay with that because some of them games were on him. That's not coaching. That's him. Like you guys always say, oh, he's. I've had people tell me, Uber friends are like, oh, Josh Allen, he sucks. He's really terrible. Come on, man. I don't want to. I don't want to believe it, but sometimes he's showing me that he isn't Superman.
Yeah,
he isn't the best. He isn't in the top 3 anymore. So if is his window closed?
You noticed over the past couple of years, he has, for the most part, hasn't been turning over the ball as much. Before that, I know, especially when Tua was doing good in 22 and 23, I had many people be like, would you trade Josh Allen for Tua? And at that point, I was like, no, he turns the ball over too much.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tua didn't. So then for 2 years, he didn't turn the ball over. And guess what? He's an MVP. He's this, he's that.
No, he's got his qualities, but his window's closing fast, man.
I'll tell you the game that really sealed it for me, and it just happened to be against the Dolphins. But we all knew the Dolphins this year, right?
Right.
They gave away everything but their wives to the other team.
Yeah.
Right. And if we had a lead, we were giving it away. But I tell you what, Josh Allen threw 2 picks, threw a pick for a 2-point conversion, fumbled the ball twice. I mean,
he looked human. He looked human.
Well, yeah, and what I'm saying is that if he's doing that against the Dolphins, and he has those chinks in the armor, then by the time he gets to these playoff games,
these real strong teams, not the Dolphins, right?
Not the Dolphins, because we weren't strong, but I mean, we looked like a Super Bowl team if you were to look at that one game.
You just got to get the Josh Allen. If you can get the Josh Allen, you got a really good chance of beating the Bills.
Right. Because I think when it comes to Josh, and it kind of just reminds me of that big old doofus guy, like do. I'm not saying he's like that.
No, I know.
But I'm just saying you look at him and he goes through his reads, but I think he hits one or two reads, and then in his brain it's like, I gotta run.
I think
I gotta run.
I think he's too nice. He doesn't have that killer instinct in him, like some of these quarterbacks. If he had, he doesn't have the smart. He has the smarts over Lamar Jackson, but if he had the killer instinct that Lamar Jackson had, he'd be a far better quarterback.
Yeah, well, we all know when he cried at the podium after the game.
We all cry. Real men cry.
I'm not saying real men don't cry, but you just don't do it in front of millions of people out there.
If I had to, I would.
I cry every Monday at American Idol.
See, he cries everywhere.
American Idol.
Oh my God! Oh. He cries when he don't get the right set of keys.
Yeah, and if you're going to go to the Villages, you better invest in a golf cart.
All right. Let's get to the picks here. Let's get to the picks.
All right.
So
who do you think? Let's do over and under.
We'll do both.
We'll do both. How about that, Eddie?
Who wants to go first? Somebody go first.
I'll go first. Patriots.
Plus 4.5.
Plus 4.5. I'll take the 4.5. And I'm going to go over.
Over 45.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I'm either going to get screwed or it's going to be, yep, Tim, you're a genius, because Super Bowls, it's going to be, if it's one of those 10 to 13 games, we're screwed. The underworked, or if they just go off and they're battling. And that's what you hope for in a Super Bowl game.
Yeah, you hope for a good game, no matter what it is.
No matter what it is. Yeah. So that's my pick.
All right,
write
it down.
Write it down. Not that I don't have it in memory bank. It's one game.
Yeah, I know, but still, write it down so we can go back and look and see how bad you did.
Oh, you wanted to see how bad you guys did?
No, we already said.
Oh, you know that.
All right, Eddie, you go ahead, Eddie. It's all up to you.
All right,
all right, Eddie.
Here's how I look at it. I think the defenses are good. I think Seattle's got the better offense. New England's got the better coaching. This year, maybe probably the best coaching I've seen. I want to say in my whole lifetime, but man, the coaching over there is out of this world. So it's kind of hard to go against the Patriots. But man, I gotta go against them. I gotta take Seattle minus the 4.5, and I'm gonna go under.
Ooh,
so I'm totally opposite of Tim.
Okay.
Totally opposite of Tim.
Okay. All right. So I guess you're gonna leave it up to me then. All right. Here's my thing on this game. Coaching, you're right. I mean, we all wish we had those coaches on our side right now, because I think them coaches could make Tua look good.
Oh, 100%.
So
I'm going to take that one.
It's true. I mean, they probably could make him look good. They could probably make you look good at quarterback right now. They're that good.
Well, I just look good. So hey, quarterback or not.
So here's my theory on it. I'm going Vegas. I'm going with Vegas. I'm going to look at it like this. If this line does not move, because everybody in the public's saying Seattle. Yeah. Most of the public's saying Seattle. Eddie's saying it. I mean, you're going. Yeah, I've heard everybody say Seattle. Their defense. He's a better quarterback. Blah blah blah. If that line doesn't move, Vegas is going to get paid, and they're going to get paid big, because I'm not saying the Patriots win, but they're going to cover that game. Yeah. I think that's why it's at 4.5. They can leave this game scripted right down to a field goal at the end, and Vegas wins. Seattle wins the game. Public's happy because they got the right side, but they lost their bets. I just don't think.
Okay, so what's your pick?
I'm taking the Patriots.
All right.
And I like the over.
Oh, Eddie's the lone woo.
Yep. Is that the same as you?
Yeah, you took exactly what I took.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And over.
All right. Yeah.
So here's the thing: is before even the division games were done, they had NFC plus 3.5 over the AFC. So this doesn't surprise me now that we know who the two teams are. We know that it's the Patriots and Seattle. This was 3.5 when it was still the Rams could have been in it and Denver could have still been in it. It still was NFC. They thought the NFC teams were better. And now they even think it even more because it went up a point, because it was 3.5.
No, it started at 4.5, stayed at 4.5.
No, I'm talking about prior to the game.
Okay, gotcha.
If you looked on it, every single time you went down there, during the Super Bowl was AFC 3.5
Okay.
or minus 3.5, NFC or vice versa. I mean.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's moved 1 point, and they still believe in the NFC. So I think it moved because the all the people going on Seattle.
Yeah. Well, here's what I've also came up with too. This is what I wanted to get to. I drew a blank there for a second. It just hit me. They've had let's go through the Patriots season. Easiest schedule out of 32 teams. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm giving you. You'll understand at the end. Easiest schedule in 32 teams. They got the easiest schedule. Okay. Then they come up to a game where they play Denver. They lose their starting quarterback. I'm calling them the luckiest team in the NFL. They get the Denver Broncos without their starting quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then they get up by 3 points in the championship game, and a snowstorm comes in. How much luckier can a team get?
Well, you could be Buffalo when they pulled some stuff out of their ass throughout the year.
But this team is, this team is destined. And that's another reason why I'm taking the Patriots. I think it's their year. They're somehow the stars are lined up for this team. And you're talking Mother Nature's involved, a broken foot's involved, an easy schedule's involved. I can't see this team losing. I hate to say it because I don't want to pick the Patriots. God bless me, I don't want to take the Patriots.
Right.
They play some flawless football. That's what they do.
Coaching
is good. That's how they win games because I don't know if they even have good players.
Well, they got Diggs, they got Hollis. They got normal average players.
Yeah, that's all they are.
They couldn't make it in Buffalo, but they're making it happen there.
And what is it, Hunter Henry?
Yeah.
He's pretty decent tight end, and then they got another one when he's out. So they're good on the tight end.
Hey, if we look at that, what I just said, they took Diggs, they took Matt Hollis, and went there, and they brought that team. Who did it? Who brought them there? The coaches, right?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? Sean McDermott. We just answered our own question right there. Maybe he had all these weapons and he couldn't do it. Yeah. So now,
but here's the thing: Mac Hollins and Diggs didn't play on the same team.
They did.
Yes, nope. They did. What happened was they're on the same roster in 24. Diggs got traded before that year started, so it was only Hollins on the team. They were both on the team. They didn't play any games together. That's when they traded Diggs.
But when they both played, they were both decent.
Different
both
years.
In their right. But their coaching staff took those two players, our hand-me-downs, and they brought them to the Super Bowl. So what does that tell you?
New England's winning solely because of coaching and playing flawless football, no penalties,
no mistakes.
That'll win games all day. That'll win games all day, and that's what they're doing. Because I don't think they have a good team. I don't know. I don't think Drake May is.
We've been saying that all year, but they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're in the Super Bowl. But what? So now here's what. See what May has done the last few games against a shitty defense or a good defense.
Yeah, not too good.
Absolutely nothing. But you know what's doing it? Their defense is holding them in. No penalties and good coaching. That's the only way you can win a game like that.
Yeah. Hey. So that tells you right there. Coaching is important.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I agree. Coaching is important.
Well, and go ahead.
But here's another thing. So when you're talking about Mother Nature, all right, they're playing in the Bay Area, which can get some torrential rain. We don't know what it's going to happen. When you were talking about the snow in Denver.
I'm going to check the weather next week, see what it's going to be like in Santa Clara.
But let's go back to Stiddy. He had what? 2 poor plays. One where it turned out to be a backwards pass and it was a fumble, right? And he threw some away that probably he had open receivers. He just didn't find them, right? But there were some plays where he took off running like Josh Allen for 30 yards. He busted off a 35-yard run a couple of times during the game before the snow. But what I'm saying is that he hung them in there, but it was Denver's defense that kept the Patriots out of the end zone, and that 3 points. I tell you what, didn't McVay go for it on 4th down and not kick a field goal, and that basically cost them the game.
Yeah, that's what they said.
It's hindsight.
They
You know,
missed the
because I
field
have
goal
what,
too.
first quarter or whatever, second quarter, but still, hindsight.
Hey, I got what did I take, over or under?
You took over.
Okay, because it's showing rain all day next Sunday, the 8th. All day rain.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but
I took the under.
you took the under, but
Yeah.
here's the thing. There was another 49er game where I took the under because it was storming rain, pouring rain. And shit, they both put up 28 points and 31 points.
Yo, hey, ain't nothing funnier than a pouring down rain at halftime for the stupid bunny show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
no, I'm
God.
changing the channel. I'm
Oh,
changing
God.
the
No,
channel.
I already asked. This is funny you said that, Eddie. We're going to the hangar to watch it. And I know the owner, I'm good friends with him. We were hanging out last week having some drinks.
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, hey, can you turn it off at halftime? He goes, no, I can't do that. I tried to get him to turn it off. I really did.
They're having a halftime show, another halftime show on a different
Yeah,
channel.
there's the one with
I'm walking outside for the halftime.
yeah.
Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Erica Kirk, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm walking outside during the halftime. I'm not watching the halftime show. I'm guarantee I'm not watching it.
And,
Yeah, that's crazy.
And here's what sucks about that, because you have streaming. So I'm curious to see how many people actually do turn it off
A lot.
during the halftime, because they can tell now.
So whatever happened? So you were talking about the halftime real quick. Whatever happened to the halftime show is a humongous performer. I was watching the other day. It was like Prince and the Who.
Well, but look at last year.
Hang on,
Last year
hang on.
sucked.
I can dispute you with that. According to what I've read and I've checked in on, he's a superstar in another country. He's huge. He's the biggest thing. And like I said on previous shows, and I'll say it again, I don't have a problem with him. I don't care that he comes out in high heels and a dress. That doesn't bother me. Singing in English. If I don't know what you're saying, I don't want to watch it.
It just makes no sense. That show is supposed to be the biggest show for anybody. If Beyonce got it, wow, this is the biggest show
Michael
I've
Jackson,
ever done.
I mean,
why would you put someone like that? So I'm a football fan. I've been a football fan for a long time. I should know who the halftime performer is.
Right.
But
That's
you
all
know
I
why
need.
you don't? Because you're the wrong color, Eddie.
It's
You're
crazy.
not dark enough. You're not tan enough.
Man.
Get out in that Florida sun. You'll fit right in there.
That's crazy.
All right, we're gonna do this again next week. We're gonna talk about it because the lines might change. We're gonna do, like and subscribe us, and like we got a new wheel here. We're gonna talk about that later. But let's see it. Let's see if Bills win the Super Bowl next year. There it is. It's already there. All right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Eddie, I think that next week's picks and stuff have to come with the loser has to do something. So
Okay.
if you're the lone wolf, so if you lose, we're gonna have to pick something for you to do.
Okay.
If Paul and I,
Yeah, you're gonna have to take videos at the villa for us.
All right.
village, not the villa.
Village.
The
I don't know.
village.
I told you I don't know what it is.
Yeah, kind of like the village idiot. Whoa!
All right. And on that note, we're out of here.
All right, Eddie. Have a good day.
We'll
buddy.
talk to you next week.
Yeah,
Eddie.
buddy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Two fat guys in a microphone. Two fat guys in a microphone. Big talk, no filter.